input which has been circulating since 3-4 days in national media as well as with us, with all of you also. Maybe you may be aware of this. There is an input in which approximately it is said that 950 militants have entered Manipur and they may attack any day in and around 28th of September. You must have heard about it. The government thought it prudent that the efforts taken must be shared with all of you and through you with the general public so that there is no confidence loss and people feel safe and have faith in the system. For this, a meeting was taken by me on 18th of September in Chief Secretary's Conference Hall, and that was the SOG meeting, that is called Strategic Operations Group meeting. In that meeting, we deliberated in details with all the force chiefs who are present here, like Assam Rifle, IGR South, IGR East, then GOC 57 Mountain Division, Chief of BSF, whoever is present here, then the IG of CRPF, who is chief at this place, DG of CRPF, DG of Manipur, Home Commissioner, and all other senior officers who are related with security aspects of the issues. We discussed it in detail, and whatever had happened, like drone-based systems and missile-based systems, rocket-based systems, all were deliberated upon, and the steps taken have been circulated to all the far-flung areas and all the forces so that they are briefed, they are discussed in detail, and if any kind of input or any kind of preparation from the side of the militants is seen, then it should be nipped in the bud. The input was shared with all these, as I discussed, and then input is being shared with different intelligence agencies also, because they have to develop it, because once 900 people are coming in a group of 30 each or less than 30 or more than 30, they will definitely go somewhere, halt somewhere, they will need food and shelter. So all these kind of inputs from various agencies, various intelligence agencies will have to be gathered, and wherever we find that this kind of people are roaming around, that area has to be cordoned off, bombing operations have to be done, and then immediately we go ahead with that. Now for this, the police department has also alerted their border police. They're all checkposts. The Assam Rifle, who is border guarding force, they have been alerted sufficiently. The districts of Churachandpur, Technopol, Kamjong, Ukhrul and Perzawal are put on high alert on this. And also whenever they are doing any combing operation, generally we do combing operation for the search and seizure of arms and ammunition. But now we are also have briefed all the forces, we are also looking for the raw materials by which the rockets, missiles. So these efforts are being done. Approximately 468 bunkers have been destroyed till date since the start of the problem. And we are also going for anti-drone measures. Army and Assam Rifle have put in sufficient large number of anti-drone systems. Number I am not mentioning for the sake of security. CRPF has also put in some anti-drone systems. Anti-drone systems are anti-drone guns, then anti-drone detective, apprehension and spoofing system it is called. Sometimes it is a huge system in which if you make it on, then even airport or any air bound vehicle has to be informed and intimated, so that operation of aircraft and operation of helicopter or any quadcopter is not hampered. So those systems are big in nature. Those are for detection as well as for interception. But the anti-drone guns are slightly less cumbersome. They are mobile also. When some drones are visible at certain areas, then those guns can be aimed at that like normal guns. And then if you press the trigger, then a kind of cone gets created where it jams the frequency on which the drone is operating. So by this, approximately 15 to 17 drones have already been jammed, and one was spoofed also, but it couldn't be recovered because it dropped in the hills and very thick area. Now beyond that, during the checking, the 7 IEDs weighing 28 kgs have also been recovered. And these kind of systems on which we are relying, we are also identifying the vulnerable areas. Vulnerable areas, you understand, areas of government which are of importance, like the airport, like the bottling plants, like all other systems where essential items are maintained for the running of the city. So those areas are also being totally identified, and there also people are being briefed about it, because generally the forces are briefed around arms, ammunition, militants, and firing, etc. The rocket kind of a thing or the drone kind of a thing was only for surveillance purposes, not for the purpose of being seen it as a weapon. So now it is being seen as a weapon also, and wherever it is needed, we are also trying to put the whatever the anti-drone rules are there. Though 144 earlier, now it is 163, is done by district magistrates that nobody can operate drones without the permission of the authority. But it is very difficult to implement it because nobody applies for it, and drone of a certain smaller nature are not into that the permission taking system, because those drones may be used for marriage purposes, for organizing different kind of the cultivation activities. So those rules are not covered under that. So we have kept that also into mind, and we are forming an SOP so that whenever a force is using a drone anti-drone system, then at that particular point of time, everybody should know that this system is being used. Then if any force has to fly drone or any licensed drone is to operate, they must know that this kind of anti-drone system is available, or anti-drone system or drone system is functioning, so that there is a smooth operation, or there is a smooth action taken for anti-drone system to operate. So this is all about these things. If you have any questions on this, we can definitely answer. Quadrobe drone bomb case has been handed over to NIA because we feel that this is of its kind, and earlier nowhere drone has been used for dropping bombs. So we also do not have much technology and wherewithals in Manipur. So a central agency will have more wherewithals and technology available to identify as well as understand the details. Also, that time it was used from the hillside. So the militants who have used it have to be identified and have to be arrested. So we are taking the help of NIA. There are two kinds of drones flying. One is the rogue drones, which are identified as drones of enemy. Number of times forces also fly drones to observe whether any kind of activity is taking place or not. Now, as you have told earlier, in Sugno area, there were firing taking place from both the sides. We had to have almost 3 days of bombing operation on Sugno side as well as Lilofai side. After that, those miscreants, both the sides, have been pushed back, and now firing has stopped. Now these drones may be of forces, may not be of forces. Now you have told me, we will find out. We are arresting those people who are involved in either violence or blast or in the activity of firing on CM's convoy and killing innocent people by coming towards from hillsides towards valley, and at times from valley side towards hills. So whatever people have been identified that they have been involved, they have been caught. Who is supplying them arms and who is supplying them that? This is also a question. But for a general idea, I am telling you that total number of weapons which had been looted were more than 6,000.